Hello boys and girls, welcome to another session of Dwarf Fortress Crystalwound. Last session we have received a decent migrant wave. I think about 11 dwarves came, and we will pretty much all of them put into military. We've also traded with our mountain homes. We have linked the bridges here so that we can seal up the fortress should need arise. And hello Ferko. We can disassemble this thing. We can remove the wood stockpile here. I believe we can remove this pasture. We have some leather. We have a master leather worker and we have 4 more leathers left, so I suggest we make leather armor. Just have to see about the new migrant wave. We have a glassmaker. He's definitely one of the stone detailing. What else can he do? Farming fields. Butchery maybe. Architecture. Brewer. I'm just assigning some jobs here. Stoneworking. Ahoy Bender, hello, hello. Wait, I have a notification here. Okay. So we needed more pastures for the yaks, and I hope that, goodness, download. Let's see this. Military. Military will not wait. I'll have everyone in the military. Sooner or later we will need everyone. So we have currently one militia commander, and we have one dwarf who is a pretty decent spear dwarf or something. You have to see, it's one of the new arrivals. It's a metalsmith, I believe. So I'm looking for a metalsmith. This guy. Yeah, here's a... Okay, so who was it? Who was it? Somebody was pretty good. Competent Spear Dwarf, Sibrek. Datan Sibrek. Okay, he is going to be our next noble, our squad leader. Datan Sibrek. Good. Now, let's see. Yeah, we will have yeah, basically everybody. Uh-oh. Terra Ranger. I remember we have brought with us one of the first 7 dwarves was a pretty decent competent marks dwarf, ambusher, persuader. Yeah, I'm so much missing dwarf therapist or something. I can actually scroll back a little bit and Atyr Netherith Ranger. Atyr Netherith Ranger was our replace. So military, this guy. Wait a moment, do I have the possibility to assign, for example, Rovod or Ral? No, I don't. Okay, so it's all Trist Ella Eral. Trist Sibrek Mutkat Sarvesh Atter. And Uvash. The Duke. Udil, Kivish, Tobul, Bembul, Aban, Lolor, Likoth, and one is not assigned. That's fine. So we have assigned all dwarfs but one to the military. No uniform. We don't have much of a uniform right now. We don't have enough leather. Schedule. Well, will be, you know, train rest for the start. Train 8 soldiers minimum. But we don't have barracks yet, but we actually have a pretty nice place for barracks. We just need to cover this up, and this could be our perfect barracks. Masterpiece leather armor. Oh, I love it. That's a uniform. Specific armor masterpiece. And this guy also armor, specific armor, masterpiece armor. This guy armor, specific armor. One, two, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Wait a moment. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. We don't have shields or anything. Yes, so we will assign this remove ramps. And we will try to build claystone blocks. Actually, I shall have a proper wall there. Claystone blocks. Yeah, let's have this. So there will be wall, there will be bridges. I'll have a barracks bridge. Let's find a nice symbol for the barracks bridge. I like to think of new symbols. Bender says, no boost today for the Uris McNugget. Oh. Hey, I have my favorite Pilsner beer. Oh my, at least he is in a finely crafted chair embroidered with some green stuff. Yeah, green's my favorite color. This bottle is already empty. I like another one, but I don't have so many anymore. I have like 2 or 3 more bottles left. But I have ordered some cigars just yesterday for quite a lot of money, for about 100 euros. Some 15 cigars. I will keep them in a humidor at my friend's place, and from time to time we will smoke together something. So that, because smoking pipe is difficult for me. I smoke pipe so rarely that whenever I like to smoke a pipe, I'd have to buy a new tobacco, because my old pipe tobacco, unused for a long time, will dry out, and then it's not a pleasure to smoke anymore. But a cigar, it's a completely different feel and different experience, but at least it's some quality tobacco. It's not your usual cigarette tobacco or even cigarillo tobacco. Those are just wastes, but proper cigar is some good stuff. So that means I can't I must hold myself back a little when buying connoisseur stuff, alcohol. I have recently bought some liquors. I still have them, so I don't have to buy a new box of beer anytime soon. Actually, I'd have to ask whether he's already ordered the cigars. A nice nice symbol for barracks. Yes, I usually last fortress I had this weapon symbol, and I think I had it yellow on yellow background, right? Something like this I had. Barracks. Can I ask something irrelevant, of course? Are you going to make Let's for Kingdom Come Deliverance? Dimstiff, I don't know. I don't intend to buy that game, to be honest, because it looks beautiful. I love that it's set in Czech Republic, my Vaterland, basically, my home country. But I think it will have similarly complex quest line as Witcher, and I will only be able to play it like once or twice a week, and I will not remember what I did last time and who is this guy's name and that guy's name and what is his function, what he wanted from me. I think I might not be able to keep that all in my mind for a truly enjoyable, coherent Let's Play. So I did not back that game, although I really kept my fingers crossed, and I was really a fan of the game, and I followed its development a little bit and watched every trailer and everything, but I'm not sure yet whether I should play it. Just a massive time sink. Should I play it in Czech? I don't think you guys would like that, or you would probably not understand that. Hell, I don't know if I could play in Czech. I still know Czech language very well, but I'm not familiar with the gaming terms, you know. I have my household terminology. I know how things in the household, the things you talk about with your mother and your father, I know in Czech. I know some basic stuff in Czech, stuff I had in school, and stuff from early games I played, but let's say I haven't used Czech in a public environment properly for the past 25 years. Well, sort of, because I was set here in Germany. Of course, I meet my Czech friends and I speak Czech with them, but it's not like I'm using everyday Czech. And even in the first years after we moved to Germany, I was still actively listening to Czech radio and perceived Czech language, or I've been active on Czech internet forums, communicated with Czech people, at least virtually, but So I stayed in touch with the language and went with the flow and trends and with the youth speak and stuff, uh, and some terms, but um, it's been many years since I really done that last. I no longer do that. I listen to English radio because I need to keep my English language fluency live, and I have to maintain my English fluency by doing let's plays and by streaming in English. So I have completely switched from Czech to English. I've installed my Windows and every software is English. I only listen to English radio. I only watch movies in English or with English subtitles. Everything I do or read, I don't even read no German books anymore, no German newspapers anymore. All news servers or content I browse is completely English. Sometimes Czech as well, yes, but very minor. So I don't know. I'm not familiar with Czech gaming terminology, and especially this medieval armor stuff, weapons. This is all I learned from years and years of English gaming, English RPG gaming. Uh, I'm looking for examples where I know what the Czech word for halberd is, for armor, cuirass, but I wouldn't know what's the Czech word for leggings, what's the Czech word for I don't know, greaves, what's the Czech word for, I don't know, you take it. I mean, it's some, so this RPG items stuff I've never really acquired in Czech. When I lived in Czech Republic, I played English games where I didn't learn acquire the Czech word for it, and now I've played English games ever since. I've never really acquired Czech words. Had I been more active in some medieval terminology stuff and some medieval clothing and fashion things, and read some Czech publications about it, I would be familiar, and I could let's play that in Czech, but I don't think I can do it really well now. Yeah, I mean, in Czech folk music, that's something else. Czech folk music is Czech folk music. It has its own vocabulary, its own things. I know Czech folk music texts quite well, but they don't teach you those words you would need for a let's play. Yeah, they would scare away by non-English content, right? Yeah, that's a strange thing. Yeah, I chose English because it was like, okay, I mean, how many viewers can I get in Germany? Yeah, a couple of thousands. How many viewers could I get in English? All the rest of the world. So if I should have chosen between 80 million German speakers or the other billions of English speakers in the world, I said, okay, I'll have my YouTube content in English. Bender says, I chose English because of Nagi, and yeah, German is a weird language to make Let's Plays with. You have to use too many youth words like Digga! And you will, so to be attractive to people, yeah, this youth talk. It changes. What did I hear recently? One of the words we used to use in our class a lot is totally out. So what was that? I can't remember that word, but it was such a. I wasn't even aware that it was such a youth talk word. It doesn't matter. Just some. I think it was übelst. I thought it was a Saxony thing. It was popular in Saxony, but it turns out it was probably a trendy word. But no longer is. Back then, for me, the word was fresh because Digga, Fresh Prince, aka Will Smith, was big back then. I don't know, Fresh Prince doesn't ring a bell. But oh, we have a water buffalo here. We have a wild water buffalo. No, wolverine. Wolverine. What is a wolverine? Small carnivorous creatures, mountains and tigers. Exotic pet. Oh, something like a badger, isn't it? What's the difference between a wolverine and a badger? This one is the giant wolverine, isn't it? Yay. Terrifying monster. Shape of a wolverine. Should we tame it? Ja, übelst am Abchillen, der Nagimeister, Alter. Exactly. Übelst. Today we're truly Alter. Yeah, Alter. I think isn't it the Turkish German slang Alter? Alter. Hey, Alter. I know that there was a edition of a dictionary of Turkish slang in German, and its title was A Alter. So as Ferko says Wolverines make some interesting sounds and links a video here.
But one animal is so expert at survival in this frozen forest that it stays here and is active all year long. In local folklore, the wolverine is a link to the spirit world and a cross between a bear and a wolf. In reality, it's a huge weasel. Its bulk helps to conserve body heat and also broadens its menu. It's so big and powerful, it can even bring down an adult caribou. For its size, it's said that the animal can eat more in one sitting than any other, which is why it's also known as the glutton.
The glutton. Ah, how he tears the meat off. Make some sounds, Wolverine. Oh.
Being gluttonous here is a very effective strategy. It's wise to eat all you can when you can.
While you can. Excellent, yeah. Thank you, Fargo, for this educational X-course for a BBC documentary by... What's the name of this guy? He's so famous. David Attenborough, isn't it? I love his movies. His documentary movies are wonderful, wonderful. I think that's what documentary movies should be like, should look like. Not this American Hollywoody stuff where they just depict people talking. Yeah, but what I mean is these days we are lucky if we're called Junger. Yeah. It's out of fashion to call somebody Junger. Junger Mann. You hear it often, Junger Mann. Still, people address you as Junger Mann. Junge Frau. That's probably the neutral address of an unknown gentleman or a lady. Yeah. Oh, we don't have anything for crops, I guess, and that's some. And seeing this, I think we might want to process some sweet pods. Really? Seriously? Sweet pods? These are quarry bushes. What's this stockpile? Ah, dimple cups, all right. Rendering fat, yes. 14 idlers. Goodness. Oh, no, 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 no. We want Gabbro blocks. Floor. Gabbro blocks. I guess we should see some stone, stockpile, clay stone. Here, Mason's workshop. Baby llama needs a pasture. I'll put it right here. The gosling needs a pasture too. Duckling, gosling. And basically we could disassemble this workshop. We should cancel these stockpiles, disassemble this workshop. I see we have too many idlers and too few masons. This guy is the ideal mason. Preferences, labor, stoneworking masonry. Go for it. The doors stockpile here. Chairs stockpile here. Tables stockpile here. Edge cover is so here we will create some armor stands, weapon racks, coffers, cabinets, coffins. Oh, Marksdwarf has been found dead. Ah, I see. Yeah, a troglodyte killed our Marksdwarf. We've got troglodytes. Hey. Ah, good, good. Which Marksdwarf was it? Was it the Marksdwarf of the military captain? No. Was one of the monster hunters, one of the monster slayers. But he still deserves a proper funeral. Just don't have a cemetery yet. This could be a good cemetery. What he is mining right now. Do we have the coffin yet? We do have a coffin, so we can build it. Yeah, these monster slayers are guarding us from these troglodytes. There it comes, the cobaltite coffin. Used for burial. And they made it the resting place of the Marksdwarf. Yeah, he's cancelled this. Yes. We have some weapon rack, armor stand, weapon rack and armor stand, yes, and bed. Oh, bed must be inside, I see. And we will need some mechanisms to, because we've got some new bridges. We'll need new mechanisms. Yeah. Oh, we can actually, can we butcher troglodytes? I don't think we can. I missed that opportunity, didn't I? Because by now all troglodytes are rotten. Yeah, maybe we could have gotten troglodyte leather. Maybe next time then. Hello, Umberto. Those engravers, yeah, busy, right? There are two dwarves who have no job at all times. One of them is a miner. Yeah, we need to find deeper caverns, but I don't really like the idea of digging deep down. I think we'll leave that to another session. But we have carved our barracks, we have assigned our military. We had one death in the caverns. One of the monster slayers who joined us died here, slain by a troglodyte. Well, they are all probably novice engravers, but since there are so many, that's like 20 of them, it goes fast, really. Yes. Yeah, I think I'll call it a session here. Tomorrow is an important day for me. I will officially start my new project. At work. Back to my old team. So I want to be well rested. I think I'll read something or watch a movie or something. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, so we will leave it here. Save game. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. See you soon.